Hi, my name's Teresa, and you're watching Between Two Wheels. I so desperately want to get on here today and be that source of positivity. You can do it. Don't give up. And for the most part, that's how I'm feeling today. I do. I feel that way every day, in spite of all my obstacles every day. Underlining um, thoughts are positive, good. It's going to be okay. Just it'll be all right. Today my concentration's really off. My speech once again is just being affected. Um, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about stress and how stress, we live in a time when there's stress everywhere. Stress, stress, stress. You can't avoid stress. And when you have, MS, the number one thing is avoid stress. Well, you know, you just can't avoid stress all the time. But for me and in my world and my reality, I try to avoid stress whenever possible. Again, MS is central nervous system. The nerves are affected. I'm not going to get into all the scientific stuff with how, and I don't even really know that kind of stuff anyway, and I don't need to know, but how the adrenal glands are affected, and then serotonin or something. I don't know. I don't know. You're online right now. Just Google it and you'll find something. But for me, I always am thinking like, does my stress affect my MS? Is it making my MS worse? And then is it ultimately making my disease down the line worse? And I have to stay in check with that, like, well, all the time, all the time. And I know there's studies out there that have shown the the effects of stress and MS, and um, there's all kinds of statistics and stuff online for that too. But for me, um, and here it is again: stress, depression, anxiety. Uh, you know, they are all different. I'm just going to kind of talk about stress right now, but it can be a problem. It can be a real problem. And just for me, again, on a daily basis, just dealing with life in general, and then on top of that, having MS and being in a wheelchair, um, it can be challenging at times. And just the the chronic daily stresses, worries, and concerns that I can manifest in my brain and have those thoughts. And for the most part, I don't. I'd be lying to say if I don't experience that sometimes. But, I'm really careful on um, my surroundings all the time and where I put myself and who I surround myself with, and just and how I cope with how I cope and constantly thinking of new ways and problem solving, and trying to navigate even in my chair at times when I'm out. Will things be wheelchair accessible? There's just so much stuff, additional stuff, and that can really put added stress onto my body and my mind. And it's just, I think, through years of this, and knowing my body, knowing my unique little stress triggers, what triggers me, not put myself in those positions, and whether that be people, places or things. And uh, and with the stress, it can cause some, I believe, through stress, it can cause some exacerbations or flare-ups, or new additional symptoms. And we all handle it. We all handle stress in a completely different way. My coping mechanisms and stress, I think at an early age, I was able to deal with stress in a different way. So I look at that now as a plus with now the challenges I have in life. And the whole stress disease thing, it's like that whole chicken and the egg phenomenon. And then the whole, when you bring in anger into it, because, we live in such a society where everybody's so easily angered and has a short fuse and wants to just blame everybody else, and for me, I have to find that kind of gray area, or that happy place. And most of the time I can handle that. But I'm pretty hard on myself, and I know that's not really a good characteristic to have. I'm working on that. It's a goal, and it's something I work with. I work on that every day. Oh, but there again, it just, when I focus on all that negative, just bad circumstances, just the what ifs, the tomorrows, the stuff that I don't have control over, it comes right back and it affects me physically. That's why I stress so much on staying positive, just letting the little things go in life. In the big scheme of things, some things are just so darn trivial. And I don't know, I'm kind of jumping all over the place. There was a time in my life when anger was like that first emotion for me, because for whatever reasons, because feel like you're not getting what you want or that you deserve, or somebody's not behaving in the way that you want them to, or that you think the situation should go. And I've had to learn again. I'm not perfect with this. Every day I'm learning, every day. And I've had to kind of let go of that and surrender to that and be more accepting of others, of myself, of my situation, um, and distance myself from some people. There are people in my, well, just distance myself from people because of that. I believe, you know, we, we are all energy, and when you're around people that are negative and quick to judge and just uh, just that negative energy that you can feel it. It's like when you hear somebody say like, "Ooh, they gave me bad vibes." That's like, we all vibrate this energy, and that's why I stress so much. Like, I'm responsible for the energy that I take wherever I go, and I know I'm becoming like a broken record with that, but it's true, and it's important in my life, and that's why I use that kind of quiet meditation whenever I enter anywhere or any kind of situation. I take a moment, I breathe, and I say, just try and be that power of example. I mean, people are going to look at me and think whatever they're going to think. And, I don't have control over that, but I do have control over how I present myself, how I carry myself. I could, be just sitting in this chair all gloomy and doomy, and that's going to do nothing but radiate like negative energy onto other people. And that's not what I'm all about. Um, I like to, I just like to be a good example, uh, and let people know that, you know, yep, things could be worse in your life. When the little things, just independence alone. I'm not even going to get into that, but the whole level of independence that I don't have anymore. The simple fact that if I want to get in a car and go down the street and, go shopping, you know, I can't do that anymore. I don't have that independence. That relies that relies on me to be dependent on other people to do things. And it's just those little things, even and as small as tying your shoe or getting up off the couch and just going into your kitchen to grab some water or something. Just those little things that, and again, I took it for granted myself at one point. We all do. And I'm not saying all this to sound all like, oh, poor me, poor me. That's not it. If anything, I just want people to find that gratitude. And I know there are some people too that like get that kick off of, you know, playing that poor me part. I don't play those games. I don't like drama. I don't like gossip. I don't like any of that stuff. None of it. It's all that to me is all that negative stuff, and I don't need to play into that. Um, I don't watch TV. I don't have cable. I don't need that news coming at me of people doing things to people and the government, whatever's going on with that. And again, if that is, this whole ignorance is bliss, well, for me, it works. And it's that filter that I've had to learn. Um, I've had to learn this kind of the hard way, because at one point I was kind of cynical, and I mean, just maybe in a poor me state on the inside, but um, I don't know. I'm jumping all over once again. It's going on 15 minutes. Um, just find just find the gratitude. You know, it comes right back to just being grateful. We are so darn lucky. I live in northeastern part of the United States. Uh, and I know and I thank people from, I've watched my demographic on YouTube, and I'm blown away with people from all over, you know, all over the world watching these. I know I'm still this little tiny blurb, and yeah, and that's okay. You know, the only person I'm kind of talking to is, I guess, myself here, and you know, if that spills over into somebody else, man, that's just gravy. You know, that's awesome. But I don't know. I just yeah, I'm grateful that I just live in a land that's free. That, you know, that we take stuff for granted, and we live this crazy, like, stressful world, and everybody's so busy all the time, and it's we're ruled by time, and I can't play that part of society. I have had to back up from that and reevaluate, reassess my life, and just find that the simple things in life are really what matter to me. And you know, I didn't really get into things that I do to help alleviate stress, but I've mentioned before, you know, even meditation or yoga or music or movies or exercise, and um, just, you know, and sometimes it's going to be hard to take yourself out of environments and with people and places. And I know there are still, you know, I'm fortunate enough that I can control my environment for the most part. There are certain situations that I can't, and with that, I just, you know, I woman up. I I know it's not permanent, so you know, and again, I'm totally blessed that I'm in an environment that's safe, that's no craziness, no drama, no, you know, none of that. Because man, that's just, and those vampire energy suckers that, you know, are in your life. But what I was saying was, I know, I do realize, you know, there are people, you know, are in workplaces where their environment isn't the most positive, and I don't know what to say to that. Just, I guess, just be that example. Go in there and just, you know, because we are what we put out. Um, like attracts like, positive attracts positive. These are just universal laws, uh, you know, and I talk a lot about the universe, I know, and energy, but I find source everywhere through, you know, humanity to God, to energy, to the universe. Um, just, I'm all about just love and peace. And so I don't know what I just said, but I am going to stop now. And my hand, today it's opening. The other hand, not so much. And my mouse just fell. Oh boy. So, yeah, but I think I'm stronger today, a little fatigued. I can tell in my voice. Um, but you know what? Oh, like my shirt, best in show. You want to watch a great, funny movie? Watch this movie. Uh, if Christopher Guest is watching, I love you. Uh, so anyway, just have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. 30-day challenge. I'm doing it. All right. Let's see if I can do peace. Peace? Peace sign? No peace sign. That's okay. Peace and love, my friends. Peace and love. Bye. Thank you again for the love and the support.